Hello fellow guitar players, welcome to Master Guitar Friend. My name is Jörg. If you recently got a guitar with a Floyd Rose tremolo system, then you might 1. Wonder how to tune it to pitch, 2. Have run out of space on the fine-tuning adjustment screws and wonder what to do next, 3. Have restrung the guitar with new strings and now struggling with the tuning setup. I will address all these issues and many other questions you might have by demonstrating exactly how to retune a Floyd Rose and keep it in tune. Reason for the Floyd Rose system to suddenly change and fine-tuning is no longer possible are mostly environmental factors. Adjustments are needed when we experience seasonal changes, summer, winter humidity, or temperature changes. Your guitar is made from wood and seasonal changes affect the neck, and temperature changes will affect all the metal parts such as strings and hardware. If you get something out of my lessons, then please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when new lessons go up. Thank you very much. At the end of this video, I will show you how to adjust the Floyd Rose bridge angle, okay, which you might have to adjust when you change string gauge on your guitar. Okay, we're going to take the guitar to the table and I'll show you the tuning procedure. For this demonstration, we're going to need an Allen key that came with your guitar to make the adjustment. I've already taken out a couple of screwdrivers, Phillips screwdrivers, to work on the bridge angle later on. And of course we need a tuner to tune the guitar. So let's look at the Floyd Rose tremolo. Okay, we're going to have a look at all the components. Right here we have the locking nut. There is 3 screws that we're going to loosen with the Allen key. We have the bridge saddle locking screws that'll hold the strings in place. We won't touch those. And we have these fine-tuning devices here. They're screws that you can screw down or up depending on the pitch you need. Okay, we'll be using those today. The Floyd Rose tremolo system will basically give you tuning stability because the strings are locked from here to here, and adjustments are made with the little fine-tuning screws right here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen the locking nut. We're not going to take it off. We're just going to loosen so that the strings might move freely back and forth. So the reason why we make this adjustment is because you probably maybe run out of space, meaning you can't go any further down or further up to make your fine tunings, and therefore you're not able to tune the guitar to pitch. Okay, and like I said, this can happen due to a variety of reasons, environmentally mostly. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn these screws all to the middle. This will allow you to make adjustments up or down once we tuned the guitar and lock it up. Step 3, using your headstock tuners, tune the guitar until it's in perfect pitch. This might take a while as the floating bridge adjusts to the tension of the strings. So next step is just check your tuning again in the playing position. So I tuned it to pitch in the playing position. Now that we are in tune, we can lock the nut. We don't need to tighten it too much, just nice and snug. There we go. We check the tuning. The final adjustment should be done in the playing position, okay, because the tuning changes slightly when you lay it down on the table. I'm going to demonstrate it now laying down because it's easier. It's a little sharp, so it has to come down. So I'm loosening the screw. There. There we go. Same here. Loosen the screws a little bit, and that's why you put them in the middle, so you can actually make the adjustments. So any future fine tuning, you just use these fine tuning screws right here to tune it to pitch. Okay, don't touch the headstock tuning machine anymore until you have the same problem again that we had when we started this. As promised, let's talk about the bridge angle. On this guitar, the bridge has been set up for 942s, so they're a light gauge string. If I would put extra lights on there, that would mean there'd be less tension pulling on the bridge. Therefore, the bridge would go flat. So that will result in lower action and sometimes even the strings touching the pickups. If you put on a heavier gauge than I have on now, than the 942s, then there is more pull on the bridge and your bridge will be raised. Okay, and that will create a higher action. Okay, and it's really an uncomfortable playing, I guess. Either way, you might have to adjust the bridge by adjusting the spring tension. To do that, we'll take the whammy bar off. We'll get a board or something to keep the guitar body off the table, so the bridge under there can freely float and it's not touching the table. Next, we'll take the back plate off. So you notice the two strings attached. What we want to do is to either pull the bridge further down or release it back, okay? So for this, you want to have a long Phillips screwdriver, so it's easy reachable. If you go to a lighter gauge string, your bridge will need to be raised up as it will probably come closer to the body. Raising meaning that you tighten the screw clockwise. I'm not going to make any adjustments here, but you only really turn a quarter turn, okay? We're going to make small adjustments and a quarter turn over here. Then you would flip your guitar over and you would go to the whole tuning procedure. If you install heavier strings, that means you will have to release some of the tension. And that means you go counterclockwise, loosening it up, lowering, therefore, the bridge. And again, you do that in quarter turns, flip it over, retune it. And if you do have to make any adjustments, then just proceed the same way, always in small increments. Well, I hope this is going to solve all your Floyd Rose tuning challenges you might have. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Until next time, I will see you soon.